you with some time. Call your mother and your father to let them know that you're dead. What the hell they should do? Say your prayers and beg for forgiveness. The reaper is rising and you're on the checklist. You can run, but you cannot hide. Your ending was closer and death is on your side. Your decision, your life has made it hard for you to survive. Count the chicken, accept the losses. You are the reason for the nails in your coffin. Shame, shame, I know your name.
What's up, everybody? Joe here from Podcast Rock City. And with me right here, Sonny Hollywood Cooney.
There you go.
That right there is Roy Cathey from the band The Fifth. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. What a layup, guys. Look at this setup they've got here.
It is truly, it is the biggest thing we've been involved in as far as the size.
Can we go back to talking about strip clubs?
We'll talk about strip clubs.
Oh,
we have
okay.
plenty of time. Okay, so, all right, so Roy, so we were just talking about the fact, deleted.
Delete, rewind.
Let's talk about The Fifth first, because that's why we're here.
Yes.
So how long have you been with this band?
The Fifth has been my labor of love for several years. It's the band I put together after Cold Sweat. I've had this band going for almost 2 decades now. And I've gone through great members, great musicians through the years, put out some great material. But this lineup that I have right now, the one that's appearing at Kill Fest tonight at Bowie's, is the best lineup ever. I've got some fucking killer motherfuckers.
Record cover
Yeah.
is hot shit right there.
That's from my buddy Nello.
That is my kind of shit right there.
That's from our buddy Nello in Italy. That's actually a great artist who's done a lot of work for Frontiers Records.
I got that in the shirt. The shirt looks awesome.
Yeah.
I got it the other day.
So the band has been my labor of love. I've put out a couple records. We just got finished putting an EP out, which got the attention of RFK Media, which is Ron Keel's new label. And so we just got signed to Ron Keel's new label, the first band signed to his label. And we also recently got off the Kiss Cruise. We got voted on by the fans, and it was an honor to sail out of L.A. and go to Mexico and play for the Kiss Navy. So
That's awesome. So had you done other cruises, or that was your first?
I got to do the 2020 Monsters of Rock cruise when Cold Sweat.
Awesome. I was there.
Got to reunite. We got to do the pre-party and the cruise, and that was magical. Were you at the pre?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, at Magic.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We hadn't seen each other in 27 fucking years, man.
Wow.
And we agreed to do it, and we went into the rehearsal studio the day before the pre-party, and man, it was just like we hadn't fucking missed a beat.
Yeah.
It was like we just unhit the pause button and just picked right back up. So you caught a magical show, man. That was great.
Was Cold Sweat just a little too late to the party? Like, if you guys start in 87, you think you're better off?
If Cold Sweat would have came out around 84, 85, completely different ending. Completely. Yeah. But by the time we got signed, it was at 89. It was the end of that era. There was already a glut of those types of bands. And even the ones that were like, Blue Murder came out during that time. By that time, they couldn't even get any traction because the industry had already turned their back on anybody that was, involved with anything from the past decade.
Right.
But, hey, dude, Cold Sweat was fucking awesome. I got to fucking tour with Ronnie James Dio. I got to play a festival in Germany in front of 65,000 people with Aerosmith and Whitesnake. For a kid from North Carolina who starts out wanting to sing in a fucking rock band, I got to do all the shit that I wanted to fucking do. Yeah.
It's amazing how every musician you meet that's gotten to the level that you've gotten to always will say, coming from small town or whatever, it's amazing how we always think that wherever we're from is the tiniest place on the earth. Yeah. But really, you could be from there and still make it.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. And it depends on work.
Well, the proof of that is the Fifth. Whenever I wrapped up Cold Sweat and I went to Atlanta and I worked in a strip club.
As a stripper?
No, not as a stripper. I was a legal pimp. I was the DJ. You bitches better have my money.
Heck yeah, 10%.
Yeah, but I put the band together, and it's been something that now fucking love it. You either want to do this or you don't want to do it.
Some people also believe that if you didn't hit it big in the 80s and you're a singer, that on the side you're working at McDonald's or something, you've been able to make this a living, right?
I have made this a living for the most part. I've also been smart enough that I've had I've got some rental properties and stuff like that. I've also dabbled in other things. I've worked in the production industry as far as like putting on concerts and lighting and stuff like that. Right now I'm working for an HVAC company. I mean, for God's sakes, I could sell, Eskimos, ice cream. I mean,
sure.
I'm going to do whatever I could do to, bring in some, because I got 2 kids and stuff like that.
How old are they?
Oh man, they're grown, but let me see, 20 and 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a boy and a girl, and my son sings in a rock band too. So,
what's the band?
Crooked Cult, and they are like very average age is 17. And
awesome.
They are doing like old school punk, Misfits, Metallica crossover kind of thing.
All right.
Really good. They've released a couple of EPs and stuff. They're good.
Yeah.
Tell them where they could get it.
Well, they can get it at Crooked Cult on Instagram.
Good.
Yeah.
Now you can tell your son.
Yeah.
I gave him a shout out. Yeah,
Awesome.
he'll love
Now,
that shit.
I'm going to confirm it with you because I don't know if it's true or not. You got songs in Dodge commercials, right?
Yeah.
Dodge Ram, right?
Yes, it's true. It's damn true.
Kurt Angle.
Are they the
reference?
fifth? Are they fifth songs?
They are fifth songs. I'm very proud of the catalog that the Fifth has had through the years. We've released 3 great records, and through my connections and through my friends through the years, they've taken the music and they have a couple of music placement companies and stuff like that, and they've got some pretty big clients. I've got another song that was on a Fifth record called "Been Here Before." That has been so many UFC
Really?
advertisements. We've got a song that was that Been Here Before was also a little bumper in the TV show The Voice, where they were all getting in the truck and Luke Bryan and all of them. They're changing channels with Shakira in the back.
Yeah.
When they're changing channels, when it goes to the metal song, that's me fucking screaming.
Wow.
So it's like we were in an Olympics commercial. I mean, it's like it's not huge bucks type stuff, but it's like
it gets your music out.
It gets the music out there. It keeps it keeps the band relevant, and current and stuff.
Everybody thinks the Fifth is new,
Exactly.
right?
We've been slipping under the radar. Look, we are from Southeast North Carolina. We are not talking about the hub of the fucking music.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes.
So we are fucking backwoods. Fayetteville, North Carolina is home of Fort Bragg. We're a fucking blue collar military town. My boys are from all around in that area and Raleigh and stuff like that. So it's like, this band has not been something like, we're going to do this and become fucking rock stars. No, it's been like, hey, I like to make music. I want the best people I can have in the band. And I've kept the thing fucking going. And right now, I've got my fucking gunslingers, man. I've got fucking guys that I will go into the fucking trenches with. And we'll go into a bar fight. I'll go into a bar fight.
Hell yeah. So what made you decide to do this for a living?
Yeah, you're either bitten by the bug early. And, my dad managed my first band. I've been singing in bands since I was 15 years old. And, music was in my father's past. His brothers had a little gospel music, bluegrass quartet. So, when you're bitten by the music bug at an early age, and I started out in sports, the competitive nature, the adrenaline rush, when you move to the music thing and you get into the creative outlet mixed with the adrenaline, it's addictive.
Absolutely. I understand.
And you do it. And there's times that I haven't had music in my life and I was a miserable son of a bitch. So there's some people that, they decide to make those sacrifices. What am I going to have? Am I going to have the, $250,000 house, $500,000 house, or am I going to fucking have a lifetime of fucking memories and a passport that's been punched a bunch of times and stuff?
Yeah.
You're either a lifer or you're not. You get to a certain point to where it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not eating ramen noodles and stuff like that, but you adapt your lifestyle to where this is all I need. This is all I need.
Sure.
And the biggest thing for me was to raise my kids right. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's all that fucking matters.
That's important being from South Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Hey,
Sorry.
Hey, now.
I know. Don't come across the table. I could have got
So
my
it's
ass
fi-
kicked right there.
So at 15, were you listening to Van Halen, Kiss,
Yeah, yeah.
Peebo Bryson? Like,
Yeah,
what
I
you
mean,
listening
dude, man, Van Halen 1 was the album that made me want to be a rock star.
to? Van Halen 1.
Van Halen 1.
Not Peebo Bryson.
No, not Peebo Bryson. No, but I was, I came with my mom and dad. He had 2 daughters from a previous marriage. My mom had 2 daughters from a previous marriage. They got together, had me. I grew up with Peter Frampton growing on in the background. I grew up with all
Older
that
sisters.
70s, older sisters, all that 70s classic rock. That shit's fucking ingrained into my fucking DNA, plus years of fucking DJing. I mean, I'm like fucking idiot savant Rain Man with music, 3 chords of an abstract song, and I'm like, soft cell, tainted love. I mean, it's like, it's fucking.
He said soft sell,
Yeah.
and you're complaining about Peebo Bryson?
No. Let me tell you. Now, so being a, and we talked about this a minute ago, but being a DJ at a strip club, the girls bring you music, and you learn about music that you would have never.
Well, see, that's the thing, people are like, I mean, no shame in my game. I mean, I'm in my 50s, and me staying in the music industry and working in the clubs as long as I did, it helped me keep my finger on the pulse of popular culture and stuff like that. So, for me, it's like, yeah, the girls would bring in stuff, and it's like I would play it. I've played a lot of shitty fucking rap music, but you know what I mean? You're absolutely right, and that's why fucking Dick Clark stayed fucking young all those fucking years.
Yeah.
That between the baby sacrifices, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he was rubbing on him.
He drank the blood.
He drank the blood.
True.
But you know what I mean? I really think that Dick Clark stayed the way he did because he was around fucking kids his
Young
whole fucking
people.
life.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think there's a lot to be said.
I remember hearing my buddy Richie, who was a DJ at a strip club, tell me we were playing Bombs Over Baghdad way before it even hit the radio. They were from Georgia, the Atlanta, the Atlanta area. And then when it came on the radio, he goes, I looked at my friends, I was like, oh, that's Bombs Over. How do you know? It just came out. It's like, no, it didn't.
Yeah.
We've had it forever.
Yeah, I mean, the strip clubs really were the ones that would get the music first. It was the testing ground.
Especially the rap music.
Yeah, absolutely.
People would show up and go, here's my new track. Can you play it? And then you play it, and the girls would go, next time I get up, play it. And the next thing you know, it get some traction.
So, yeah, man, being in the game, I'm writing a book.
Sweet.
And it's going to be called My Life Behind the Mic. And, between growing up singing in rock bands and DJing in strip clubs, needless to say, I've got some stories. But, I kind of feel like I'm Andy Dufresne because I spent that many years in the business and I crawled through all that shit and I came out clean on the other side. No rehabs, no DUIs, no pregnant strippers, no therapy bills, baby. I'm bulletproof.
I've done every one of those things you just said didn't happen.
I
I'm
would
kidding.
love to read a book about a blue collar job, right? Like somebody who's done it all.
Well, that's me. I'm about as blue collar as it gets, man. That's why I proudly, people call me the mouth of the South because I've always been that guy that was from the South that wasn't, afraid to speak his mind, and I'm about as real as it comes, as you guys can tell. So,
all right, so we got about a minute to go.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to throw some questions at you.
Hit me.
Quick fire questions. Ready?
Yes.
Favorite movie?
Let me see. I would say maybe either Pulp Fiction or Silence of the Lambs.
Wow. Favorite guitar player?
Eddie Van Halen.
Favorite band? Besides the Fifth.
I would have to once again, that's a tough one. That would be kind of like a coin toss of my 2 babies, which would be like the original Van Halen and like Black Sabbath and stuff,
When you're at home, what's your favorite restaurant to eat at home?
My own kitchen.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's the best restaurant you ever ate at in your travels around the world? Where
Travels
you were like, holy
travels
crap.
around the world. When we were in Tokyo 2008, I couldn't tell you the name of it, but we found a ramen restaurant that was run by a little mama-san that had probably lived there for about 70 fucking years using the same fucking pot. We went back there 4 fucking days out of the 7 we were there.
Holy crap.
That's awesome.
All right, well, man, thank you very much.
Guys,
we really do
am I
appreciate
going to
it.
see you tonight at Kill Fest?
Oh, yeah, we're going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent,
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, it was a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Appreciate
Take
it.
easy. Yes, peace. Exactly. He said it. See you guys next time. Peace.